Bored with Clemson? Here's your hope. Welcome to the Voice of College Football as we break down the Power 5 schedules. And, of course, join us on Monday night, 10 Eastern, after two preview live streams on LSU, UCLA, and Indiana, Iowa. 10 o'clock Eastern time, our prediction special with you on the phone. Your comments section, of course, in the live chat as well. So it should be a good time as I unveil my conference championship games and playoff predictions. All right, North Carolina, Friday night affair to open the season in Blacksburg against Virginia Tech. These teams played a wild and crazy game the last 2 years. Scores plus 100 total points. Ridiculous stuff there. North Carolina at Virginia Tech. The Heels are better, but a tricky spot in Blacksburg. And then clear sailing for a while. Georgia State. Virginia at home, not necessarily a gimme. Cavaliers, of course, pushed North Carolina and won that game in 2020. At Georgia Tech in Atlanta, Duke's a win. Florida State these days should be a win for North Carolina. Of course, the Heels tripped up in Tallahassee last year, 31-26. Got to win those games. If North Carolina wants to win the Coastal, they most likely need to win all those games. Depending on the Miami situation, because, of course, that should be the game of the year in the Coastal, but the Coastal has tricked us before. Miami, there it is. After Florida State, Miami at home. North Carolina throttled the Canes last year. Of course, won on a desperation fourth down play 2 years ago in Chapel Hill. Should be the game of the year. Who wins it? Coastal Division on the line, most likely with North Carolina taking on Miami. Bye week before Notre Dame. And if North Carolina is able to navigate the early season part of that, and specifically Virginia Tech and Miami there could be playoff rumblings concerning the Heels at this point going to Notre Dame. Of course, North Carolina was not up to the challenge against the Irish in Chapel Hill last year. Then they've got a non-conference game against Wake Forest. So what the deal is here is that Wake Forest wanted some more attractive non-conference games. And so why travel and play some lesser teams and just play an attractive non-conference game that will be of interest in the region there. So this is a non-conference game against Wake Forest. The out-of-division games for North Carolina on this particular season is, of course, the game against Florida State earlier, and then they finish out the year with North Carolina State on the road. Possible losses for North Carolina. Of course, the Miami game. And we're talking about in conference. Virginia Tech, don't count out the Hokies at home opening night, Friday night. Pitt on the road has been difficult for the Heels in recent seasons. And, of course, North Carolina State, even though the Heels completely blasted them last year, North Carolina State on the road. The Heels trip up a couple times on this particular season. 10-2. 10-2, 7-1 in the conference, 7-1 in the ACC. Who will they lose to? 10-2 overall. Check us out tonight, Monday night, 10 Eastern for our prediction special. We'll include North Carolina, of course, in the mix right here at the Voice of College Football.